Hello. Okay, so the last time I ranted about Terrible Mouse, I bit off more than I could chew, and I lost my train of thought like every 5 seconds. So, this info dump is going to focus on a very particular part of the series, like a very, very specific part, because I just thought of it, and considering the political climate in my country, the US, I feel like talking about it, because why the fuck not? And it's that the animal hospital is a cult. It's a political cult. Specifically, I very much believe it may or may not have a little bit in common with MAGA. Here's why. Okay, one, the hospital leader, the hospital owner, is the cult leader, basically. He has the trust of every single animal in the hospital. Well, just about everyone in the hospital. Lema doesn't really trust him after she, you know, learned that racism is wrong, um, and figured out that she was in a cult. But everyone who isn't aware they're in a cult worships him, essentially. And for this reason, he can do anything he wants. He openly admits to experimenting on animals and engaging in eugenics and contributing to eugenics programs while no one bats an eye. Which, because he's such a well-loved, basically because he's the cult leader, the animals will find a way to justify it. Much like MAGA. Like, I have tons of examples of this. I'll just use real life examples right now. Donald Trump admitted to sexually exploiting women and girls, and MAGA finds a way to justify it. Donald Trump is mentioned in the Epstein files thousands of times, if not millions of times, and MAGA finds a way to justify it. Donald Trump admits to going to war with Iran, and for basically, no good reason. Not really. If you have a brainstem, you'd understand there's no good reason to go to war with Iran right now. And MAGA finds a way to justify it. Donald Trump admits all these horrible things. He literally encourages ICE to hunt trans people down for sport, and MAGA will find a way to justify it. Donald Trump allows and even encourages ICE to use excessive force. Well, actually, the Trump administration also does this as well. But using excessive force on protesters, and MAGA will find a way to justify it. Which, translating into Terrible Mouse, I already mentioned the whole eugenics thing and the fact that Lorna doesn't even bat an eye, even though she's right fucking next to him. Even though she's right fucking next to the hospital owner. Which leads me to believe the hospital owner could be doing way, way worse shit that he's, not talking about, and the animals will still find a way to justify it. He could be using slavery and not even hide it, and the animals will find a way to justify it. He could be doing all sorts of fucked up shit, and the animals will find a way to justify it because he put himself in this position that basically forces his subordinates to trust him completely and without question. Ignore the floor creaking. But that's my info dump for now. Sorry about my tangent about real life. As much as use fiction to escape reality, dystopian fiction often reflects reality, especially from where I live. If there are parts of the show that you don't quite understand because, I don't know, you don't live in a fascist regime and don't have first-hand knowledge of all this, ask me about it, because this show is one of my special interests. I basically have a whole I have a whole metaphorical string board with, enough red string to, with enough red string that you can't even read the text. I have so much interest in this show. I have so much to say about it. And, that's kind of it for now for my rambling about, the cult loyalty, basically. Basically how the show depicts cult-like political groups, basically. So, till next time, Moelings.